peace on the streets. You gotta listen to peace on the streets.
It's gonna be one of them nights, you guys. We got our financial planner in the building. What's up, Mimi? How you doing?
I'm great.
I see y'all was rocking that Joe, huh?
What? That's great. This is classic.
Yes.
Yes, it is. I mean, they actually saying something.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
And they're respectful, for heaven's sakes.
And that goes a long way.
Absolutely.
Right?
That's chivalry. Remember that, guys?
Yeah. I mean, I can put some. I got some more Joe. We're gonna do some Joe tonight.
Yeah, we were just at Reshell in the back was just saying, what is Prince going to rock on with tonight?
I'm gonna have some Joe.
Let's do
I
it.
just, you know, after all this craziness that's going on, I said, man, I'm gonna rock some Joe tonight. Yeah, we do. It's a lot going, but you know what? It's a new day.
Hey.
It's a new day in America.
It is.
And I'm happy about it. But you young people, please get out and vote. That's where it's gonna count. When you start voting for your local people, that's, you know, your official that you can touch.
And your city officials. Did you see what's happening in Georgia?
We gotta talk about that.
Yeah, they're trying to have an organization in regards to voting. Did you see the lines?
Yeah.
The massive, like 6-hour wait. They're trying to get it together because distancing and not too many can be inside. And so pretty much early voting is the thing, you guys. You might want to.
And mail-in voting. I mean, I know that it's a hot topic, but mail-in voting.
Oh, I'm doing it. I'm voting. I'm voting for my city officials. It starts at home first.
Okay, and then find out what they got going on, what their agenda is. If we don't know what their agenda is, we just voting. Make sure their agenda it fits what's going on in your life. That you know that you can touch, and you know what I'm saying. So your city officials are very important. A lot of people just try to go out and vote when it's time to vote for the president. No, they ain't when you time. I mean, it's good to vote then because he's gonna lose by 50 million. And I told a guy that was on my friend, his name Derek Smith, a blonde eyes, blue. What is this? Blonde hair, blue eyes, and that's my friend. Him not cool like that. He could throw horseshoe. But then him and I got deep. His granddaddy used to be a horseshoe champion.
Oh, wow.
Then he wound up playing with a bunch of me and my friends. And he was like, man, I love this because this was something my great-great-granddaddy did. And I'm all about great-great-grandkids. And my grandson is I'm going to buy him a truck. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. You already know. You're very excited, huh?
It's a boy.
Yeah.
Hey.
He going to learn how to do landscaping. He going to learn how to do barbecue. And then he going to do something about peace on the streets.
Hey.
He's
unbelievable.
It's already set up for him.
I get it.
I'm just saying.
Gosh.
We're not going to have a little cute little boy.
Okay.
Sure not. His little ass going to go to work. I'm waiting on him. Anyway, our financial planner. How you doing, Mrs. Reshell Smith?
I'm doing very well. I'm happy it's Wealthy Wednesday.
Yay! We're going to make some money today. It's Wealthy Wednesday. I like that. I like that.
It's necessary.
It finally clicked.
So necessary.
Yes, it is.
And right with what's going on now, I got something to say.
Shut your mouth, girl.
It's all about money.
It's all the people that's all about money. You like the money.
It's about survival, guys.
It's about money.
It's survival.
Yes.
Think smart.
It's Wealthy Wednesday.
It's Wealthy Wednesday.
And I love it.
And you want to talk about a little history. Let's talk about a little Wealthy Wednesday history.
Well, give me something right quick before I play into a song, girl. You know I got to get into it.
All right.
But I can't even wait.
This whole thing with the protest, I feel like everybody has a role. Everybody has to decide what their role is going to be. I know that my role is educating and donating. Okay. So I might not be a foot soldier out there, doing as much marching as everyone else.
Right.
But I think that we have to fix this because the oppression that black and brown people have suffered for many years has been one of the biggest factors for us not passing on generational wealth. Because a lot of stuff that we did when we were making it on our own, when we built Tulsa and we built Rosewood, and the haters came in and they burned it down.
Yes.
That's my grandma, your grandma, your grandma, your granddaddy. That's no generational wealth being
this show
passed
gonna be
on.
got some fire tonight. I feel it tonight. They hit. You can't hit the thing on country girl.
Sorry.
It's all, and they gonna let us know because Oh man, this thing is so
It's a lot.
deep.
It's deep.
It is.
It's so deep.
It's history, though.
It's history.
It's so.
And it's time.
It's time.
It's time.
And now everybody needs to accept it. I'm gonna
Yep.
tell you who we coming after. Jerry Jones.
He's quiet. Yes, your boy. Your
no,
boy's been
Yeah,
quiet.
why?
Your boy's not
Yeah.
saying a word.
And you
It's
know
like
he made everybody get up because Trump told him to tell them boys you need to fire.
he's quiet.
Yeah, he did. Yes, he did.
Yeah,
Your
so,
boy's quiet.
and the players are quiet.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm
I'm
saying.
sure they were.
But I swear you do not want a bunch of angry protesters in front of that. They were teared up.
Yeah.
They don't want that. You don't want these problems. You see Drew Brees, he started apologizing. I'm so
I think that he had to apologize. It was the right thing to do. I think that he was going on
It was
this
the right thing to
premise
do.
that someone was boycotting the flag and all of that, and it really was never about that. So now everybody's taking a knee.
yes.
Yeah,
Drew
right.
Drew Brees realized that guess who's blocking for him? Black guys.
Yes,
Get you catching his balls. Black
Man,
and
guys,
guess what?
this is deep.
Yeah, and we ain't gonna catch nothing.
Nothing.
We ain't
Drop
gonna
every ball.
nothing.
But
drop every ball.
Everything, we always had it in our hands,
Yes.
but we never.
Now we're
Yeah.
together. If we would have
Finally.
if we would have stood together a long time ago,
4 years
we didn't
ago.
have to get when this first
It's been
started.
15 people killed since Kaepernick took a knee. I mean, violently by the police.
Yeah.
If we didn't take it serious, but now everybody taking a knee. But
It's
guess
the young
what?
kids, which I love,
Yes.
and I know we got to go to a song, but let me just make this point because a
Go
lot
ahead.
of people are saying these young kids don't know history, they don't know what they're talking about. They're out there,
That's a lie.
just running around doing something. Guess what? Martin Luther King Jr. was young.
Yes,
He was not old. Martin Luther King Jr. was young.
yes, he
and that's
was.
all I'm going to say. Play the music.
Come on, y'all. Keep it locked right here on Peace on the Streets. You guys, our show is hot. Call in tonight, 47894-1680. We want to know how you feel. Let your voice be heard, right?
Yes, let your voice be heard. Let's talk about this generational wealth tonight.
I love it, you guys. And we're going to leave some for our kids. But you know what? I want to put mine to work. I don't want to give him everything. No, he just can't inherit
He's not even
everything.
here yet, Mimi.
And his ass
He's
is
not
going,
even here yet.
I got a grill with his name on it. My grandson going to learn how to work. He going to know how to crank a lawnmower, a chainsaw. He's
How
going to be a
cool.
man's man.
He's going to be a tech geek.
Yes, he is.
That's
No,
what's going to
he's
happen.
not.
He's going to
That'd
be
be
a
the opposite.
tech
Whatever.
geek. Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
buying that in the name of Jesus. Let's go, y'all. How you doing, Nurse V?
I'm fine. How are you guys doing?
We are doing what we are rocking. I mean, we are getting off in the studio. I mean, everybody dance. It's a good feeling,
good feeling.
that what we got going on tonight, and it's good to have you on. Hey, Nurse V, what's happening, sister?
What's happening? Well, it went up a little bit.
Oh
So,
boy. Well,
the
we
virus
figured
is
that.
still here, and it went up a little bit. And it's really hitting people aged 20 through 40 years
That's
old.
what I heard.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it's, it started happening after Memorial Weekend.
After
And
Memorial
it's
Weekend.
they're still saying it's going to continue to rise. So the good thing about it is 20 age to 40 up to 40 years old, they can be able to handle the virus.
Uh-huh.
But the ones, like over 50, it's more critical. So, but it's, you do still hear some people dying around that age, but it's not as bad as it would for somebody over 60. So that's the only thing I can say at the moment, So they're not too concerned because 20 to 40, up to 40 years old, you can handle it more than a 60-year-old.
And a lot of them saying they ready to start handling it. I looked at some of the things that was at the beach. I mean, they are crowded next to each other. The young generation, like with me, I'm like, no, I still want to do social distance. But a lot of them saying, man, we ready to go to the beach. We ready to start back living our United States American lifestyle.
But we're also protesting, like numerous amount. Every single state is protesting.
Yeah.
All 50 states now are
18
protesting.
countries.
And different countries as well.
And other countries are protesting.
Yeah, they
For
did.
us.
Look, it's
in
And
18
and
countries.
France.
You
yeah.
know why?
It's all over the world.
It's been bad police officers. They've been knotted not only in the United States. They've been naughty all over the world, and everybody's sick of
But
it.
this is it, though. In other countries, they've actually been sending me messages, other broadcasters, and I
Okay.
appreciate them, in Turkey, in the Middle East.
Hey, Turk.
And they're saying, big shout out to Turkey,
Yeah.
they're saying they don't have this problem in their country. They said, first of all, they don't have brown-skinned folks, they say.
Okay.
And I'm like, interesting. And then secondly, they say, well, your country was based off of racism. I'm like,
Right.
whoa.
Yeah, it was.
And all other countries are like, we knew this and we've
Yeah.
seen it coming, and they say it looks like a revolution at our
Right.
end.
It is.
We don't want it to be that severe, though. You
Right.
know, 'cause
But we needed them because not everybody around the world is standing up with us.
They're
and
standing
that's what
up
we
for us,
needed.
guys.
Yes, they
They
are.
actually are.
That's a
Yeah,
beautiful thing.
I just think that we're going to move farther when everybody addresses the original sins of America, and the original sins were theft and slavery. We stole land from land was stolen from the Native Indians,
Right.
and there were years and years and years of slavery. Those are
Right.
the two original sins that we have to atone for, because we've lost so much progress by oppressing groups of people and not having different flavors and ages and races and ethnicities at the table. So now we have to pull back all the layers of all the things that were done to systematically oppress other people.
Right.
And that's going to be hard for some people to handle, but it's about to happen.
It is.
And it's a beautiful thing.
It's beautiful.
We're seeing the
Because
change,
They
guys.
got to own up to it. Say, and I'm loving it when I hear everybody saying that. Nurse V, I'm sorry. We so sorry.
No, yeah, no
Nurse
worries.
About
V.
Nurse V. I'm so
V.
sorry. We so passionate right now, Nurse
You're getting a
V.
bunch of hearts right now.
Yeah,
online.
Nurse V, we are so at this right now that we ain't even playing, but we love you because.
But we're saying to Nurse V is the numbers are going up. People are probably like, to heck with it.
Yeah.
I'm just put on my mask, but I got to protest because this is a moment.
Yes, it is.
That's what it is.
I'm not like that, but I
Yeah.
know some of the young people,
Yeah.
that's how they're feeling.
And I know Nurse V said, if you must do it, you have to wear a mask.
Let's hear her. We
Yes,
talked to her for 30 minutes.
A lo-
Hey, Nurse
a
V,
lot
we
of them-
sorry.
yeah, a
This
lot of-
Reshell
yeah, a lot
Smith.
of them-
Reshell, she just got the mic and she just full of fire.
Listen
No,
to- Go ahead,
no.
Nurse V.
I'm sorry, Nurse V.
It's okay. A lot of them are wearing their masks, and that's a good thing. That's a good thing. And
Yeah.
they should continue wearing their masks, because if they're not, it's going to get worse.
Yeah.
So I can tell you, as the people that are brought into the states that President Trump brought in National Guards, a lot of them, and also the police officers, are starting to become positive. So that's telling you something is going on. It's starting to spread.
Well, isn't it true that the heat, the virus hate the heat? And I looked in my truck today. It said 117 degrees. I mean, don't the heat knock it off
with
of
your
it?
AC?
It wasn't.
You know, and
That's when I first got in the truck.
We get it.
well, the only thing I can tell you is if a carrier is spreading it would be kind of hard to be knocked off. We're going to deal with this for quite a while.
Okay.
This is not going to go away.
Right.
We can go through this till November.
It's like a stalker.
I mean, yeah, it's not going to go away. The good thing about it is that
Without a
we're
job.
the health field people are able
That's
to
all
get it. It's stable at the moment. You know what I mean? Stable at the moment, because now they know what they're dealing
From New
with.
York.
In the beginning, they didn't know what they were dealing with.
Tim-
That's the
That's
thing.
the situation. But now it's starting. They know they can try to deal with it now because they know what's going on. But in the beginning, nobody knew what was going on, and people were dying from left to right. But you know what? It's rising up again. Hopefully, it won't go.
Well, I heard a lot of
That
guys
much?
with Timberland boots. They've been coming down here from New York. What do we tell the people that's from New York? Please just. I don't.
We don't understand. Nurse V doesn't get that. Nurse V, I know that your locations are here in Orange County. Can you please give us your testing sites and also the times, please?
Okay, the new one that's coming up, which I just found out, Barnett Park in Orlando, Florida, starts testing Monday through Thursday next week.
Barnett Park. I know exactly.
And it's free.
Barnett Park.
Sweet.
Highway
You
50.
can go online and schedule an appointment, or you can drive through. Some people even walk through because they don't have vehicles. They take a bus or, they ride a bike, whatever it is. And you'll get a free box of masks, and you'll get hand sanitizers.
Nice.
You get like 5 little bottles of that.
And that's really hard to find right now. And this is free, Nurse V, the testing?
Yes.
Okay.
It's free. Starting Monday next week through Thursday, the mayor's going to announce it on TV. It's going to be Barnett Park.
Nice.
So this is telling you guys, we're still testing. So if that doesn't tell you enough, I don't know what else to tell you.
Right.
Because we have not stopped testing. This is going to continue on. So, like I'm telling you, I really don't know when.
How
We
long do
really
you think
don't
it's
know.
going to take, Nurse V? Another year?
Yeah, how do you
Is it
see?
gonna-
How do you feel?
Wow.
Say that again?
How do you feel, Nurse V?
How long you think it's going to take? I mean, how long you think we're going to still be
You know what?
testing?
We're going day by day with it. The reason why they're testing is to see how much it was going up. That's the main reason why they're doing it, because, if we testing and everyone becomes positive, there you go. It's going to be a shutdown over again.
Oh, man.
And that's the thing that I think about. I feel like because I was listening to the secretary this morning, the president's secretary, and to me, it tilted towards like we're getting past it. Like,
Okay.
that's how the tilt was. So to me, I don't feel like they are going to be under the impression that they want to shut down again. It would have to be extreme, I think, for the president. I mean, he wants to
Right.
get back out and start campaigning and getting ready for
Yeah.
Of course he does.
November. So I'm not sure that
This is
they're
what the
going to
whole
be so
reason
quick
is.
to shut down.
I don't really think it's about us. I think it's about that, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
And so he's like, let's just go. Let's just start going. Let's just get things together. We got to start campaigning. That's really all it's
but
about.
see, it's good to have Nurse V on. She's saying, hey, you guys,
From her perspective.
even though they're telling us to go ahead and let's get it back going, let's get it back pushing, but on a nurse standpoint, she's like, wait a minute. A lot
sure.
of people still. So we appreciate you, Nurse
Absolutely.
V, for keeping us updated, girl. And I'm going to still stay safe. I do not want a bunch of nobody around me.
That's it.
I'm sorry.
All I tell you is to wear your mask when you go to a crowded place.
Yeah.
Okay.
Keep your distance.
Okay.
Keep your distance.
All right.
But when you wear your mask, please put it above your nose down to your mouth. Some
Right.
people, I still
Above
see
your
them
nose, down to
having
your
that mask off their nose.
It's got to be on your
Not gonna
nose.
work.
It had to be
It
on your
doesn't
nose.
work that way.
And she's
Some
like, it
people
won't
have
work.
it underneath their nose. Like, you cannot do that. It's not going to help.
Okay.
You're not protecting nobody.
Well, Nurse V, I need to ask you. This is a little off question. They said you can pass gas, and the person that passes gas can give you corona. Is that true?
You know what? You're something. But I mentioned it to the doctor, and they say you never know. Nothing surprises. Nothing surprises.
I never
us
heard
anymore.
that.
I did.
No, Prince got
Oh my
jokes.
God.
That's a joke.
That was a joke.
No, ask
It
her.
has
She just said it.
not-
She just
it has
asked the
not
doctor.
been tested. It has not been tested, but
But
nothing surprised me.
Have you heard of Nurse V?
No.
I asked Nurse V.
We haven't.
No.
We have not heard it. We
Thank
have
you.
not. We have not heard it,
Oh.
but nothing surprised us.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. I heard it, and I just like. that's
Okay,
what-
well then we're all gonna get it because I'm sure we're walking behind somebody that's
That's
just
right.
really.
You know what?
No, keep it locked.
Nothing. You know
Thanks,
what?
Nurse V.
And this stage of age, who knows? No,
Don't let it pass you. Don't let it pass you by, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes,
Nurse
Nurse
V.
V, right on.
Thank you for being back with Peace on the Streets radio show. Wealthy Wednesdays with Reshell Smith.
Wealthy
Miss
Wednesday.
Wealthy. We're so glad to have you back in the building. We ain't been knowing what to do with our money. What should we do with this stimulus check?
Oh,
All
God.
these food stamps.
I don't know about that.
I heard
What
them-
food stamps?
I heard one lady told me she got about $1,200 worth of food
Ooh,
stamps.
her refrigerator is flowing over.
Really?
Yes,
She
it
got
is.
the overflow.
What you say then? So they was like, hey, you need to sign up, but I
Yeah.
yeah, I don't want everybody in my business.
No.
That's it. And that's it.
Right.
I'm just saying, man.
Right.
You know, so I'm gonna leave that alone.
Right.
Hey, so Miss Smith.
Yes.
So what's going on with the economy and all the stock market? Because we don't understand. I mean, I started looking cockeyed.
So let's talk about the stock market, because when I was in here in March, you guys were looking cross-eyed and you're like, you know, what's up?
Didn't
Should,
know.
should we pull our money out? I'm getting scared.
Yeah.
Everybody was tripping.
Yeah.
And you told us to hold on.
What did I tell you?
Hold on.
Hold your horses.
Yes.
Don't move. We've been down tough roads before, and every time we've gone down a tough road, every time the stock market has crashed, it has always come back. So guess what, people? Before this pandemic happened, we had a strong economy. Everything was strong.
From Obama.
It went down quick. I think what scared a lot of people is that it went down so quickly.
Boom.
So in March, towards the end of March, everything was looking, really, really bad.
Yes.
And so people were frightened, which is understandable, because the Dow, which is an index that helps us determine how the market is doing, it's just one of the indexes. It was around 30,000
Okay.
in April. And February, beginning of March. And then here we are with this pandemic, and it goes down to 19. So to go from 30 to 19,
Wow.
your 401ks didn't look as nice as you wanted them to look,
Okay,
right?
right.
So the tide started to turn.
Okay.
And not only did the tide start to turn, it turned quickly. April was one of the best months in the stock market since 1987.
Hello.
So if you did what I told you to do,
Right.
and just hold your horses
Yes.
for just a few weeks,
Yes.
and April was a great month.
Because United States is strong. They are
It was
not.
very strong before this pandemic,
God.
and so
Yeah.
fortunately we kind of had that leverage. And so when it was starting to pull out, which again, this has been a few months, but hey, we're back almost at that $30,000 level.
Right.
So you had two things to do here. If you already had a 401k and money in the stock market and it was right, your portfolio was right, I told you to sit tight to ride it out.
Okay.
For those who were on the sidelines, like, oh, everybody says get in the market. Okay, what are you waiting on? Had you done that at the end of March or towards the end of March, you would have bought at low. And guess where you would be now? Your money should have made some money, depending on what you invested in.
Exactly.
So this is a lesson to my clients. To my clients, I say, again, we talked about holding your horses. I had to talk just to maybe 2 or 3 people, because
Okay.
I educate my clients along the way.
Shut your mouth.
They don't just come in and build portfolios. They're educated along the way.
Gotcha.
So I didn't have too many people overly concerned.
Was that important to you when you was building your business? Not just to get them in just for their money, but to educate?
So what's important to me are 2 things: relationship and education. I want to be able to have a great relationship with my clients. If you have a money problem, issue, concern, and you've hired me as your financial planner, you should call me.
Every day?
Call your doctor.
I can call you every day?
No.
That's huge, though.
But you have, if you are
I'm
my
just
client,
messing
you
with
have
you.
unlimited emails,
Yes,
unlimited
right,
phone calls.
That's
So that
huge.
is where,
Because
that's how
customers
I
get
feel.
crazy.
Yeah, every day
I
is
mean,
you have
changing.
to you
yeah,
have
you
to
have to
be
limit
able
it.
to do that. So
Right.
building relationships is important to me, and
Relationship.
educating
Nice.
along the way, because I feel like if you don't know what you're doing, if you don't understand what somebody's
Yep.
explaining to you, you're probably not going to be me.
Okay.
But you should have a general idea of what you're investing in. If you don't, then you need to walk away.
Gotcha.
Right, and see, she gives you information, knowledge. She
Yes.
doesn't leave you hanging. You don't have to look around who to go to. I don't necessarily trust the bakers in the bank.
Yeah.
I feel like they just like scheme me over to what they want, and that's what I'm like, I don't know.
Sometimes
Yeah, I know.
it's tricky,
and I
you
can't
know.
tell. So
But
I'm
you
sticking
know-
with outside third party, a coach you could talk to every day.
Yeah.
I mean, this is
Not-
great.
I mean, not every day.
I mean, if,
Well,
if you're a client,
so actually every day, because I am about content. So I have content on Instagram. I have content on Facebook.
Gotcha.
I have content on Twitter.
Daily.
We have content here. I have a YouTube channel. You all
Yes.
have a YouTube channel.
Yes.
So I have a lot of content out there, from the news, from the radio. So even if you're not calling me every day, you can click and see a lot of content from me. And I
Right.
do that because I know that sometimes if there's something going on, everybody has the same question. I need to put some sort of answer out.
Nice.
There.
That's
Awesome.
beautiful.
It is.
Girl, go ahead.
I've been following Reshell for a long time.
And that's important because a lot of
Yes.
times you need to hear from the people that your financial planner, you know, you need to hear
Do you
from
know
them.
how great that is when you know that they're still, you know, following up, growing, they're dropping the knowledge still, they're still invested, they're still searching for you. That's a beautiful thing.
Yes,
Yes.
it is. Give them
Yes.
your contact information
Well,
right
my
now,
contact
please.
information is, if you want to reach me, the easiest way, go to ReshellSmith.com. That's RESHELL Smith.com. All my contact information is there. Or you can email me, info@ReshellSmith.com. I'm on every platform, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram, @Reshell Smith.
Hey, I like everything is like.
And
I gotta get a song
You
in.
could also follow
Get a song
us,
in.
and she is on our page as well,
Yes.
so you
Yes, she
can't
is.
miss her.
You can't
Peace on the
miss her, you
streets. I'm
guys.
there too.
Hello, somebody. Y'all keep it locked right here to Peace on the Streets. We got our financial planner in the building, you guys. Reshell Smith, the one and only. You guys need to make sure you call her. What are you waiting on? She'll give you all the contact information she just did. But by the end of the show, we're going to do all this again, right?
Absolutely.
Keep it locked right here to Peace on the Streets radio show. So, Miss Smith, as
Yes.
far as loving your partner,
Oh,
the
yeah.
money. It's hard to love when the money ain't right. I'm
That's
just
really
saying.
not right.
Everybody already know he done lost his job.
Facts.
Man, Jesus
Yes,
Christ.
it's tough.
Yeah,
It's tough.
man.
Money stress is tough. Let me tell you all.
Can you cut grass?
Something. He has to do something, right? Money stress is tough. You know, experts say that money stress is really tough on the body and actually causes more health problems than a lot of other things like out there. When you're stressing about money, you're not getting enough sleep.
Really?
It increases cardiovascular disease.
Okay.
Panic attacks.
Makes sense.
All kinds of things. Your hair starts falling out.
Shit.
You're fidgeting with
Jesus.
your nails. And
You're not horny?
Yeah, I don't know about all of
I'm just
that.
saying.
You're depressed. You're drinking and drugging more, trying to fill that void. And so, guess what? Because I'm a certified financial planner, to me, that all goes back to money because you got to take care of yourself. You're going to the doctor.
Okay.
You got to get anxiety medicine.
Right.
You have to go to therapy. If you're drinking and drugging, that's money. So it all goes back to the bottom line. Money stress can destroy relationships. It can destroy marriages. And so I always tell people, if you're a new couple, if you're about to go into marriage, you have your counseling with your pastor, but you also have counseling with a financial planner.
it.
Let's see how we're going into this thing
Yeah,
so
'cause
that
some
that
people-
doesn't ruin our relationship.
Because you might want to save and he might want to blow.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
before you even hook up with anybody, I guess you really need to know what we're gonna be doing with this money, man.
Right. I mean, it's not a conversation you're going to have on the first or second date, but when you see things are getting very serious, we need to talk about credit scores. We need to talk about debt. We need to talk about are we saddled down with a whole bunch of debt? If so, then we may not need to have a wedding with 200 people.
Okay.
Maybe that money needs to be set aside to pay down a debt. Maybe we need to get married and have a nice little reception. Remember that this wedding is for us. It's not for the other people. They need to participate in the way that we want them to participate and enjoy our relationship here.
Okay.
So you have to have that conversation. If you think you're going to get married, buy that first house, and you've not had that conversation, when it's time to go get that loan for that first house, whose credit is going to make you all pause? Have that conversation before.
It's so important.
Should you look up a person's credit score? I mean, as you getting serious, I mean, you
We
said
had the conversation.
after the 90 days. I mean, if he got your toes in his mouth after 90 days, I'm just saying.
He might have
I'm
a toe
just
fetish.
saying.
I said when things start getting serious and you're really going down that road, for some people it's a deal breaker because there are people out there who've been very meticulous and strategic about making sure that their credit is good.
Okay.
They're making sure that they do not have a lot of debt, and that's how they want to be.
Yeah,
And
that's
so
it.
for some
Okay.
people that could be a deal breaker. I hate to say
Absolutely.
that money can
Eventually.
stop you from getting into a relationship, but if you get into it, then money's going to be a problem once you're in it if you have not had that conversation.
Absolutely.
So either way, it's going to come up.
Everything
it
in
will
your
sink.
name because you got good credit,
Right.
and then you got to carry the whole load.
Well, it really stink if you're handling it on your own for such a long time and get a
Yeah.
relationship, and
Right.
they can open up a credit card without
Right.
you knowing.
Right.
And so then that comes to you later, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Shut up, Mimi.
Yeah.
Keep talking.
Me talking about financial infidelity when you go and open a credit card in your
Ooh-wee.
spouse's name and you beat them to the mailbox.
Yes. And because I had some uncles that said, "Hey, don't go to the mailbox. I'm the only one going to the mailbox."
But that's how easy that can be done because they're tied to you no matter what you do,
Yeah,
and
right.
that's a marriage, and that's what's so important to have a pastor and to have a financial advisor
Yes.
right next to you.
Yeah.
I'm saying there's a lot of things you may look at before you get in, which is a
Yeah.
beautiful thing. I think we all should have that.
And a
Yeah.
lot of churches, believe me, are doing
didn't
that.
know
They're
that.
starting to implement that. I've been a part of that where
Awesome.
new couples will go through counseling and they'll have a few sessions with me as well, and that is directed by the pastor because they know that,
beautiful.
listen, I don't want you to come back to me in a couple of years going through counseling because you're on the verge of a divorce due to financial issues. So let's add this to our counseling session in the beginning.
Finances are number one.
And you'll know from the gate if everybody's serious or not.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
And if they're on the same level as you. If not, they could perhaps change. You
Yeah.
could really make a change.
Or you can just make a plan, like this is how we're going to do
That's
it.
it.
We are going to move forward with this marriage, but this is how we're going to handle this money thing.
Huh.
I love it.
I love it. Wealthy Wednesday, girl. We missed it. I mean, that little 5 minutes don't work. We need that whole full hour. Miss Smith, tell us how we can reach you and all that good stuff, please.
I would love for you all to follow me on my social media platforms. Again, I'm on Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook, and Instagram at Reshell Smith. And I say that because I do put out a lot of content there. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel at Reshell Smith. And in addition, if you want to contact me because you have questions, my initial consultations are complimentary. It's not going to be for an hour, and you're not going to ask me all types of questions for free. But my initial consultation to find out what your needs are and if I can help you, that is a complimentary consultation. If you go to ReshellSmith.com and click on contact, you're able to reach out to me there.
I like that because people think they slick. I'm just saying.
They will
been in,
inbox me to
man.
death.
Yeah, no, that ain't how we do it.
Yeah.
Because I deal with it too as being a business owner.
Yes.
This thing is serious. People try to come and get everything that you know and pick your brain and then just think you're supposed to give it. No, we're going to give you
that's
so much.
that's another financial thing for all you business owners out there. Let me tell you, doctors, lawyers, people who have their side hustles, people who've worked very, very hard to build radio stations and all those things. The people, you went to school, you had long days, you had sleepless nights, you had exams, you had bills. You know your worth.
Know your worth.
Know your worth.
Know your worth.
Come on.
I hear them all the time. Like when people pull up with the barbecue, they'll pull up asking questions about I'm like, no, park your car.
I'm the professional. This is my gift.
Yep.
Yes,
Yeah.
indeed. And then I have a lot of people to tell me how they cook and everything. I should do smoke control and all that. I'm like, oh, sir. Jesus Christ.
I get it.
The prices are here. What would you like?
Yeah,
What do
absolutely.
you want? And I'm here.
That's what you want.
Yes. So, we appreciate you, Miss Smith.
I
it.
appreciate
And
you
we
all for
love
having
you
me.
being on the show. You know what I'm saying? So I hope you all got something out of it. And in case you need anything, please don't hesitate to call. You have grandkids or kids are getting ready to go to college. Please call. Let's set them up something.
Yes, let's get this generational wealth thing going. My last point here is I know that there's a lot of protesting going on, and
You got a
we
minute.
are about to change the world. Let's get this generational wealth going. This is the time. There's no need to wait. We have the momentum. Let's do it.
Yes. I love the fact that you work in churches as well, Reshell.
Oh, yes.
So, if any pastors out there that need someone that, assist them with financial, within marriages or anything.
I have a whole curriculum for churches, so don't
Beautiful.
hesitate to call.
Keep it locked right here, the Peace on the Streets radio show.
Thank you for being with us on Wealthy Wednesdays with Reshell Smith.
Yes.
Woo! Woo!
You're swearing on me. Yes, sir. We have the one and the only
Tito
Tito
Puente Jr.
How you doing, sir? Thank you for being a part of Peace on the Streets, man.
Thank you for having me tonight. It's a pleasure to be with you guys.
Yeah, it's always an honor to have our famous friends on. Tell us who you are and your family history. So some people don't even know who you are, sir. So they're gonna find out tonight.
They're going to find out tonight.
New York. You from New York? I heard some New York in you, man.
There's a lot of New York in me. I'm a Yankee fan, hardcore.
Yeah, I am too, brother. And they used to, when I played baseball on the game, they used to, oh, there you go, getting the team with the most hitters on it, the Yankees. Yes,
Always the Yankees, right? He's like, they do it
always,
again.
yeah,
Well, for
sure.
all of our listeners and our viewers right now, Tito Puente Jr., he is a band leader, and he also is the son of mambo musician Tito Puente. Also, did you know that he has a brother in New York City that's a meteorologist?
What?
Never knew that, Tito.
Okay.
As well as he carries on his father's legacy by presenting his performances and recordings of Tito Puente Jr. Of Tito Puente himself.
Welcome to Peace on the Streets, brother.
Yeah, it's nice to be with you. That's great. We're celebrating this year. It's 20 years since my father's passing. He was an incredible icon, legend of Latin music and Latin jazz worldwide. And we just celebrated May 31st. This past May 31st would have been his 20th anniversary since we lost him. He passed away May 31st, 2000. But on the same day, we announced we're going to finally, after 20 years, we're going to finally do a docu-series on the life and legacy of such an icon and legend of the king of Latin music, Tito Puente.
Wonderful.
We just announced it on that day. We're so excited to share that with everybody. You guys are kind of getting exclusive about it, and I'm so thrilled to share that,
I've heard, actually, I think I read this about a day ago or 2 days ago. We're so excited. This is amazing. This is going to be a pretty big deal.
Yeah, I've seen tons of biopics, but I have not seen one on a Latin jazz icon such as my father. He's been sorely missed for 20 years. He did over 186 albums, guys.
Woo!
And he's a seven-time Grammy Award winner. I mean, that's got to be a world record.
Jesus.
Star in the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
Yeah.
He's worldwide known. So that story needs to be told.
It does.
Humble beginnings. Born and raised in Spanish Harlem, New York City, poor Puerto Rican boy, became a musical icon and legend around the world. And it's nice that we finally got the great Edward James Olmos, the actor. He jumped on board and wants to tell this story. So we're working with him, with my family. We got some old archival footage, and it'll be a docuseries. Hopefully it'll come out in 2021. We just started the whole process of getting it all together, but I'm really excited. And finally, after 20 years, we get to shine some light on the king of Latin music.
I love it, bro. And in case you ever in Orlando, brother, we have our own studio. We would love for you to come in, man, and interview you and talk about your father, brother. Hey, because we appreciate you, man. So if you ever in Orlando, man, hook up with us. We would love to bring you in the station, but also bring you to our studio, and we could talk. We would love to do a documentary with you as, part of Peace on the Streets as well, brother.
I love it. I love Peace on the Streets. I love O-Town, too. Shouts out to everybody in O-Town.
Yeah.
Para todo mi gente, all my Latino brothers and sisters up there, too.
Shimon.
I'm about to go crazy right now, Tito.
Yeah.
This amazing. And just not to mention, if you guys don't know, we're also media for Miss International World, Miss Latina International.
Miss Angela, we appreciate you.
Oh, Miss Angela's
That's
the one
our
that hooked
girl.
up the interview. She's amazing.
Yes.
And, he actually, Tito Puente Jr. performed on her organization, during
Right.
her title winnings, and we were there. We got to also interview a tremendous amount of women, and Tito Puente Jr.
I saw that.
Our interview was on our page.
Yeah, it is.
His interview was amazing.
Yes, it was.
My parents think I'm famous now, Tito. Thank you.
Yeah. I love Angela. Shout out to Angela Puselico. And, what can you say? You go on a ship with beautiful women and mambo music. Come on, man.
It's a beautiful thing. The energy is insane. And
Okay.
mambo music guys like mambo and salsa with little Afro jazz and also jazz itself.
Okay.
It's a mixture, guys. Really look into this and understand the culture and the music. Trust me, everybody is on the floor dancing. You don't have to know Spanish literally.
The way it flow, it's just it's that funky jazz, and
all
I
together
love
in
it.
one. It's a beautiful thing.
Yes.
It's a universal sound.
Wonderful.
I also feel at this time, especially now, the world needs a beacon of hope at this point. And so my father's music brings cultures together, different creeds, colors, languages, all that. My father was Afro-Cuban's finest, and being Puerto Rican and born and raised in Harlem, New York, he has all the mixtures of all races, colors, and creeds together with the music that he created in the 1950s. Remember, my father wasn't all that racism back then, and he brought people together. And throughout his entire career in life, his music has always done that. I encourage everybody to listen to Tito Puente music, and you guys too, and dance some mambo. I promise you guys, kids, old ladies, old women, old men, grandpa, grandma, music. Everybody.
Trust me, Prince. We got to bring you on this ship this round.
Right.
You will just
I will
lose
be
your
there.
mind.
I will be there.
And real quick, Tito, you also have like a virtual. What's this virtual parade? Puerto Rican Day Parade. How's that going to work?
We're going to celebrate, and it's really cool that they're doing this every year. It's been going for the past over 50 years. There's been a Puerto Rican Day Parade in New York City down Fifth Avenue. Right. Unfortunately, this year, due to the pandemic, we're not able to do that, but we want to do this virtual Puerto Rican Day Parade. It's going to be this Saturday, June 13th at 12 noon. We're going to celebrate, of course, the life and legacy of my late father. We're doing a beautiful tribute, and we'll have Tito Rojas, Tito Nieves, a bunch of Puerto Ricans all involved in this thing. I'm so excited about it. June 13th, you guys can watch it on Viva Live TV, and you can go to the website. It's parandavirtualpr.com, or you can follow me on Facebook and Instagram. I'll send you all the information. You guys can see it right there. Virtual Puerto Rican Parade 2020. Turn it up. Make sure you plug in your speakers and you break out some, the Spanish food and the broom.
Yeah.
Prince, I gotta play. Are you grilling this Saturday, Prince?
You better believe.
You know what? Let's put the speaker on. Let's play it there and just play it while you're grilling.
Sounds good to me.
Oh, beautiful.
All right.
Yes.
How can we reach you, brother? Give us all your contact information.
Listen, you guys can follow me on Facebook at Tito Puente Jr. Of course, I'm on Instagram and Twitter. You can follow me there. I love performing around the world due to, of course, the pandemic. Unfortunately, we're not going to do it, but we postponed the cruise for next year. We're going to do the cruise with Angela Poselico, so I'm very excited about that. I have some fantastic concerts coming in the fall. Hopefully, we can get those soon. But I'll be in Old Town real soon celebrating Tito Puente and bringing mambo music to Orlando. I love the city.
Yeah.
I have so much fun. I got a lot of friends in Kissimmee, Winter Park, Deltona, oh man, everywhere.
Shut your mouth.
And I gotta go see my buddy Mickey Mouse out there.
Next time Tito Puente comes to Orlando, we have to bring him in the station.
Yes, we will.
So we are definitely ready. We'll stay in touch. Tito Puente Jr., Miss
you, bro.
Angela, thank you so much for everything.
You guys, man, thank you so much for having me. Que viva Tito Puente. Peace on the streets. I love you so much. God bless you. Stay safe, guys.
Thank you. We want to give a shout out to our sponsors, Peace on the Streets sponsors, which is 321 No Fault. If you guys ever get involved in any sort of accident, slip or fall, reach out to Peace on the Streets Radio.
Yeah.
We can connect you with 321 No Fault, the accident team that provides you legal assistance as well as medical treatment, no cost out of pocket.
Yeah.
You guys might want to definitely check it out. There's statute of limitations here in Florida. I think it's under 14 days if I'm not mistaken, but there are statute of limitations here to report an accident. You may not feel it now.
Yeah, but later, and that's why I wind up going myself. I'm not on. I appreciate it. 321 No Fault. I had a slip and fall in case if you guys don't know, and I mean that I did it that Friday. That Monday, I was already in physical therapy.
Wow. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, Prince. That was a really bad fall. So 321 No Fault came in that Monday?
Yeah, I talked to them that Friday.
And they came on Monday.
Monday, I was doing physical therapy.
That's really fast. See, they knew you had a case, but you didn't.
Exactly.
That's why it's important to give them a call. You might have a potential case that also will help others. Because now, guess what, Prince? You're helping others.
Yes.
And they won't go through the same thing you just went through.
Exactly. In case you guys don't know who to call, hey, call 321 No Fault. I guarantee you they will take care of you. Hey, I wouldn't guarantee it if I wasn't going through it. So,
I'm really happy to hear this, Prince.
Yes.
We appreciate them. And the music you're playing is insane.
Yeah, it's all about love tonight on Peace on the Streets radio show. We've been rocking and rolling.
We've been having a great time. We had a financial planner, Reshell Smith, Wealthy Wednesday, second Wednesday of each month. She came in, gave us so much good information.
She
love
killed it every time.
Every time. We thank you to Tito Puente Jr.
Yes, we did.
The Mambo Salsa.
Yeah.
After his father, the king, it's amazing. And we interviewed him on the ship overseas. He's part of the family now.
Yeah, yeah.
He'll be back on Peace on the Streets.
We can't wait for him to come in the studio.
I can't wait.
Yeah.
Thank you, Miss Angela, Miss International World, for
Thank
always
you.
being a part of Peace on the Streets. We're her actual media.
Yes.
So we run with over 50 contestants in one title alone.
That's what's up, y'all.
It's insane. And
God is good.
it always, WOKB, we love you.
Yes, we do. Hey, we want to give a shout out to everybody at WOKB 1680. Chris, Glenn, Drina, Ashante.
Yes.
The whole 9 yards, everybody, and the whole Rodney, the engineer. We want to give a shout
Yeah,
out
we
to
definitely
Rodney,
have
too.
usually behind the scene guys never get recognition.
Yeah,
Big
we're
shout
going
out
to give
to
a shout out to
Rodney.
Rodney, man. In case you listen to Rodney, I know he's saying, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So we want to give a shout out to Rodney. We appreciate you, brother.
Nurse V, thank you so much for always coming in every single Wednesday, giving us a feedback of really what's going on in our community.
Yes.
She's a nurse.
Social distance is still recommended.
And masks are highly recommended.
Yeah.
Every time you step out of the home, guys, it's not that
Wow.
hard. Let's just do it.
Yes, indeed. I'm just saying, some people say they don't know. We let you know.
Absolutely.
Educate.
That's it.
Right here on Peace on the Street, and all our listeners. Hey,
Woo!
T. Hey, everybody that's listening to Peace on the
Alexis
Street.
in Pennsylvania, the Sheeties.
Hey, Alexis and the whole 9 yards, the whole crew. You know what I'm saying? And if you, and then who else? I want to say Neo. I seen Neo today when I did physical therapy.
Did you? He's getting assisted.
He was there. Yeah. What's
He's
up,
also
Neo?
a member of ours, and he's getting assisted by 321 No Fault.
Yes,
so.
he is. So Neo, what's up, bro? He had a car accident.
Yeah,
so,
someone hit him. Yeah.
Yeah. In case you guys don't know, in case you have an accident, if you don't get hit in the back with a car, a lot of times it's hard to get massages from physical therapy.
Interesting.
Yeah, they only do it for the guys that got hit in the back with a car accident. Like with me, I had a slip and fall, and they were like, "No, you have to pay," and I didn't know that. Yeah, it's cheap. It's $1 a minute, and they only do up to 15 minutes. But the massages, when you go to a physical therapy, it's only for the ones that got hit in the back.
Wow.
Yeah, something you learn.
I can't imagine. Yeah, he felt it a little bit later. Thank goodness he went right into.
Yeah, and he would look like he was enjoying himself.
Yeah,
too.
good for him though. God bless him. You
Yes.
guys are alive. You're healthy. God bless you guys.
Hey, we got another song coming up right here on Peace on the Street, and you do already know there's gonna be some love songs. So keep it locked right here to Prince and your girl
Me.
right here on Peace on the Street. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Peace on the Streets radio show with your host, Prince of the Sun.
And your girl, Mimi.
This is the Heavy Production.
Late night, feet up, ride round, still up, Peace on the Streets. You gotta listen to Peace on the Street. Kicking it with Prince of the South and your girl Mimi, and they make it look way too easy. Peace on the Streets. You gotta listen to Peace on the Streets. So you gotta tune in. Wednesday night, 9 to 11, get with the movement. Promise you and I regret it. With no hesitation, yeah. Grab your lady. Just turn to the station. WOKB 1680 AM. Peace on the Streets. You gotta listen to Peace on the Streets. Peace on the Streets. You gotta listen to Peace on the Streets.